If you like to sponsor us, please get in contact. we have opened a door for you, Matalan, so you know what you need to do. Pay us our money. Don't be like Todrick. Pay us our money.
I'm so sorry. Sorry, Matalan. I'm... Nick.
Hi.
Nick, you there?
Yes, I am indeed.
Hi. I've got some amazing news, which I'm going to have to kick off with. Before we even say what people are listening to, I need to kick off with this news. Okay, this is a big deal.
Hit us.
Okay, so you remember last week where I had a little message for a little lady called Robin Antin?
Yes.
About making sure that Girlicious' catalogue was added to Spotify as a Pride Month treat to me.
Yes.
Well, gays, we've been successful.
We have.
Girlicious' first album is on Spotify.
Ugh.
Now, some may say that it was already on there last week, and what I didn't do was search again to find it, and apparently it'd been up there for a month, maybe two. Some might say that, but they are trying to fool us. What actually happened, the important thing, is that I came on this show and I said that Girlicious Like Me needs to be on Spotify. Mm-hmm. And then what happened?
It was there.
It was there. Okay, so we have success. People have come through. For me, I just want to say, like, speaking it out into the universe works. Well done, everybody who was involved in making that happen. Primarily me. I did really well.
Oh, we love to see. You know what? You know what's really weird? I actually, when after we recorded, I literally went, I think, where did I go? I went on, like, my strut for the week, and I was like, right, let me have my little walk. And I was like, right, let me just search in my Spotify. And I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, Danielle, didn't this woman just kick off and was really angry? She's like, we need this Robert Anton, and you were on top form. And then when I searched, I was like, oh my God, Danielle.
I know that Robin got a little message from the assistant or the intern that still works with her. He was just like flogging that dead horse. She got a real crazy message like, Robin, we've got to deal with the lawyers. We've got to get this out. The desire is there.
Yes. And you know what?
And they did.
It was good. It was well received. And you know what? I forgot how good Like Me is. It just hits really hard. It reminds me of, do you know there was another group that Robin Anton had, and they were called the Paradiso Girls? And they had that song, I'm on Patron, Tequila. That song. There was actually another band that was by Robin Anton that didn't do very well. And and then after she made another band, which was GRL. So yeah, and that sadly didn't.
I remember GRL because the girl committed suicide.
Yes,
they're like really talented. Wow, Paradiso Girls.
Yes, I know. So we need more. We need more from you, Robin Anton. But here we are, another week of the what? 802.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Look at us.
Your life.
It's week number 6, 5,
7, 8.
8? What I don't even know where we are in life right now. We're just all over the place. I think we are on episode 6.
Hey,
what?
Welcome to the party.
I know.
My name is Dan.
My name's Nick, and right off your life, D-O-T, bum bum ba-dum.
Bow bow da 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 da. Nick, I've been doing the numbers.
Yes.
I've been doing the numbers.
Yes.
I've been having a look. I got my maths hat on.
Yes, honey.
And I need to say to some of these listeners, I know you're out there, there's a few listeners who aren't following.
Yeah, so you know what you need to do.
They're not on the Instagram.
Yeah.
They're not on the Twitter yet. Look, if you're not following, then you are, first of all, missing
everything.
Me putting up when the episode comes out.
Yeah,
which is essentially all that happens on Instagram. And then you're also missing the tweets that Nick does from the from the 802 account, but he always lets you know that he's tweeting.
Yeah. It's very, you know what it is? It's very much my business model, because like when I used to work for like a social media department, every single time they would be like, Nick, just remember to, when you're replying to tweets, make sure you put like a little like hyphen or a little dash thing that people know who you are. So what I've been doing is I've been tweeting from the 802 Twitter, and it's like, people know it's me. And then Daniel was like, Nick, can you stop? It's such a KK Karen thing to do, isn't it?
It's such a, I work for a like a helpline. Not a helpline.
Like a Matalan customer services.
Yeah. Oh, I had to think about Matalan. Oh, we'll get into it once we finally get past the intro. But yeah, I was like, Nick, why are you telling the girls that it's you? Like, they know it's you. Like,
yeah, they know it's me.
It's not me tweeting. Don't worry. Anyway, if you haven't found us yet, please go on Instagram or Twitter and find the 802 podcast and give us a follow, give us a like, give us a share, let your friends know, do all that good jazz.
Yeah, so you know what, we're really glad for the numbers. We're seeing the numbers climbing, and you know what, we're really grateful for you guys. So hit follow, follow on. Just give us a follow. Listen to the goddamn podcast, because we're going places, and you need to come along for the ride of your life. Because this is what the 802.
It's the 802. Okay, this is a coach ride that you've never dreamed of. Okay, we got topics, we got guests, we got that seat covering that covers all the dirt, and so you don't know that you're getting scabies from sitting on it, okay? We got those weird armrests that only go all, like, kind of the way down.
Yeah.
And then you got to work out the politics of sharing the middle armrest with the stranger that you don't know, like my armrest.
I know.
Your armrest. What if your shoulders are wider than mine? Which is probably not a problem either of us ever really have.
No.
Most
and we got hand sanitizer and gloves. We're well prepared.
Yeah, I mean, I guess now you wouldn't be sat next to somebody on a coach. But when this is all over and we go back to it, just know that we will have a good coach service. There will be complimentary peanuts. Yes, you only normally get those on an airplane, but we don't care, because this is our 802.
Yes, and not yours.
Get involved.
Get involved. Get involved.
Anyway, darling.
Yes. So, should we do the intro? Dun 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 dun. No, that was us just, going on about life and everything, and you know what? We will get this structure right. We will. We will. One day we will. Maybe after episode 10. But for now, let's just roll with the punches. But this is Nick Charles, and this is another week number 6, episode number 6, season 1 of the 802 from Liverpool. And you have
Dan. If we go full name, I could be Dan James today. I am sat in London. The weather is shit. But we are on episode 6. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Nick, you got any announcements?
I do have announcements. So my first announcement is I have to say hi and hello to my nan, Miss Pasco, who has been one of our fans and been telling all her little church friends that so basically my nan has like a Sunday Bible study group that they meet every Tuesday. And she's been telling them to listen to us. So I've been seeing the numbers from Trinidad rising. So I'm really glad. So I want to say hi, Nana Pascal. Thank you for being one of my biggest fans from since I was a little 5-year-old boy singing Whitney Houston with a deodorant bottle in my mirror to now hosting a podcast with my best friend. So thank you. Much love to Trini Posse.
Shout out to Nick's nan.
Yes, indeed. She loves it. And then my second one is for... I have to say to Seb, because we were actually our part 2 of the sex episode over on the front room was got released on Friday, and it is a joy to listen. Like there was nothing was held back, and it was a very fun ride. So if you guys could go across to the front room and give Seb a listen, because it's gold, and you'll never hear us talk about sex on our podcast. Not yet. But for now, it was
recording
fun.
That episode of the front room, both part 1 and 2, was a mess.
Yeah.
It was we were sat. It was like 4:00 on 2:00 on a Saturday afternoon. We sat dead sober, like miles apart from each other. Just honestly, if you enjoy listening to this and you're not part of Nick's immediate family, please go listen to the front room, the sex episodes, because they are. Just Wow.
Because you don't need to. My mom and dad don't need to hear me talking about having sex with a married man, do I?
I mean, you gave away the goose there. But...
oh well. I mean, but yes. If you
Also,
want to know what I get up to in my downtime.
Yeah. And Seb tells the funniest story I might have ever heard with the imagery. You go listen to the front room if you haven't listened to it already.
Yes.
It's honestly
insane.
gold.
It's gold.
Right. Announcements for us. So last week we were joined by the lovely Matthew Horwood.
Yay.
From AKT. So I just want to give them another shout out.
Yes.
It is still technically Pride Month, although I guess tomorrow is July. So we record on the Tuesday. This goes out on Wednesday, so it's July. But it was Pride Month. So go check out what AKT have been doing. They do some amazing work for young LGBT people, and it was such a pleasure having Matthew on last week. We have yet another amazing guest this week as well. So
we do.
We'll get to that later. But look at us.
Look
bringing
at us.
People onto the coach.
I know. I love that. You know what? I love that we're we're just picking people along the way. And that's how coach works. Like, it's so, you know what? I have to admit though, the concept of the 802 works so well. It's like a coach ride, pick up people, drop people off. There's a start and there's a finish. You get concessions. It's great. And I love that the coach goes back and forth. So from this week's, the coaches in London, and it's coming to Liverpool, so that's nice.
I would also like to just very quickly give a shout out to Spotify, not because they've done anything, but because they keep automatically playing episodes of the 802 for me, and when I finish another podcast, we just pop up at the end. I'm like, why am I in this? At what point was I in this episode? And I'm like, no, just re-listening to me again, just engaging in the narcissism, which is great.
Do you know what's really funny when you're done? I do this thing where I listen back to the podcast from episode 1 and you could hear how much, like, and I know like we're working on our structure right now, but consider from our first episode to now, we are so much more on point and going, we're becoming into our own. It's nice, and I feel like it's nice watching us grow from episode 1 to episode 6, and now we're like, we got hosts and we got snacks on board. What is well, I'm gonna tell you something. Virgin Trains better watch out because the 802 is coming. We're gonna take it from the coach to the train service. We are coming.
Yeah. You never thought that when we started this, the goal of this podcast was going to be to take over the UK train line service. Okay, but that's what we're doing. Okay, we got a 5-year plan. Yes. We've written things down, and that's what we're doing. Okay, Virgin, even though. Isn't it LNER now? Yeah, no, it's actually Avanti. So the Avanti. So when this is over and I come to London to see you, this is actually going to be. I'm going to be taking the Avanti because it's no longer Virgin because Virgin went bust. Come on, Avanti West Coast. Yeah. Honestly, that train line changes hands whole time. Anyway, my last shout out. Yes. Now this one's a little bit of a shock. So I'm going to need you to sit down. Let me just hold my wig down. Let me just get some wig glue. Hold on. Okay. Wig glue. You set that.